So guys, I'm back with Renault Megane, and this time it's problem with wheel bearings. So I don't know if you can hear it or no. I have sound like here, especially when you're turning your car. And outside. So wheel bearing replacement, what you will need? Well, of course, some jack stand to lift up your car, suggest some hammers too, and for me as well, I bought this one for $60 from the eBay, from one of the cheapest bearing presses. And obviously you will need as well spare bearing, and as you see, mine is with magnetic stripes, so this goes inward. So guys, before you start your work, well, put down the jack stand, put some stones under tires so car is stable, and next, well, get 13 mils this one and loosen this bolt as well, the tire bolts with 17 mils or something like that one. But more or less, let's do it quickly. Yeah, so it's pretty dark, it's well rainy and cold, so weather can be different. So I've never done this before, but 2 years ago I actually removed front shocks, so I'll put this under the car so in case car fell down, it actually fell on the tire. So for these two bolts, well, you need torque 40 bit. You can also try to soak this with oil, but often this will not help a lot. So first you want to just do some hard hits here and there, because it often just break the rust through. So that's a good part to do. You need really hard hit with a hammer and a 40 mils this socket. Not socket, but torque a little bit, because it will really help you. This is a really good tip I learned. So just I'll take this bit, locate it somewhere there, and then just hammer this in. See everywhere rust just falling down. That's alright. When you have given a few good blows there, try again with maybe your power drill. Okay, now we go out. And this already was alright. Kinda already open. That's alright. So then you can move on. So you have to get here, take away the cap. And for this task you will need such a hexagon. It's CRV7, so not very standard, so that's pretty, but just slide through here like this. So when you're done with this bolt, holding inside brake pads and everything else, just you can open as well this one. Put it somewhere safe. Side, probably with the rest of your brake pads and thing. And you can go here. Take out everything here. A little bit spray. Okay. So inspect your brake pads. Mine seems pretty much worn out. So next you want just put somewhere this one, you can hang it if you have a long zip line. In my case I just put it on some bricks. You can see it's alright, doing nothing bad to there. So next thing is easy. Well, I already opened this, so this will be easy to remove. Here. 18 mils for this one, if you forget. This is also on the side. Brake rotor bolts, so no problem for me. I'll put this one here. And then you can remove the brake rotor, don't break it if you want to use it again. Mine looks okay, I will just keep using this one. So next is up to you where you start. So yeah, we will need one drum here, 17 mils, as you see. Other side, it's I think was 15 or other side is 15 mils. For this one you will need 16 mils, and for this one you will need 18 mils. So this is from one side just bolt. For this little bolt, this will just keep rotating up. If you will put it without pressures here, so watch out that one. Next I will just go with this bolt. So I must apologize for not showing how I remove this part, but more or less just like that down there, and I kinda slide here underneath this bar, and then I just sprayed it till it opens. So this is kinda good that you remove the disc, easier to remove. Usually I'm just hitting with a wood piece here and just popping back and down and down and back. This time it was a bit easier. Okay. So next I will just take out this bolt, remove this part. Oh no, maybe I'll just press back in this piece so I can move on. Well, interesting that it doesn't seem to moving quite a bit, so it's more easily moving. Anyway, let's spray a little bit here. So, and then take a wooden piece. Block or something like that. I'm doing like this because I have only one hand. Usually I would do much better, but just put some wood piece and try to a little bit move this one inward. So guys, right now I removed this one. For this one it actually went really good out, so what you have to do, probably, and I'll show you everything right now, but there is the sequence. So first, well, I suggest you have some sort of jack stand next to one so you can lift up all this setup, so you can remove one of these side stabilizers, and of course tie rod. And when you're done with these two, of course you also remove everything like this and brake disc and whatever else. Just need to open this. Probably see this is the other tire because I couldn't get out axle shop from the other side, so yeah, thankfully this came out without any problems at all, as it should go. Make sure it doesn't fall out, so you put it somewhere there, probably just tie it up or something, whatever else. So long story short, to remove the central hub, I can also remove it from the suspension and just put it like this. So I'll use this, it's about 30 mils, 32 or something, whatever else. I use it for removing this, and what I'll try to do, just hit it out. Okay, looks like it just popped out. Yep, and this is what you expect when you work with that. So you'll have to flex this away, and then this is the bearing itself. It's hard to tell, looks like some dirt inside. So to remove the bearing, I will use this set. It was rather cheap one of the cheapest there. But first you need to remove this. To be honest, this won't be that easy, especially if you have like this kind of cheap ones as I have. I'm not sure if I will be able to show you with one hand, but basically I will just try to get it together and get under there my screwdriver. Well, when you are under here, then you can actually be very happy, but you have to work with two hands. Just pop this one and like try to rotate like that one, and make sure that this goes as well, like your second backup, otherwise it might just end very badly. But in my case, I'm using knife, well, this whisker, so metal is a bit more harder than usually, so probably if you use your regular knife, then you might end up with bends and dents and whatever else, so probably not the best tool for this. But well, my screwdriver is not with a flat end, as you see, so cannot work with that one only. I found the small one still in good shape, so let's see how it will work out. Make sure you don't hit your face with this one. Alright, popped out, that's nice. Now you can start pressing out your... This looks actually in good shape, but I will definitely not use this one. So when you finish up with a little bit bolting it together, it looks like this. Here's 27 and here's 32. Well, I will be rotating this side because I have quite long leverage here. And this is, I tried to hit this out, didn't work well. So my next solution, well, I put this rod there, put back everything here and there, so it's nice and snuggle. But I extended this one with some fence pipe because I didn't have any other one. So what I do right now, I'm just using this one just to press out this. Kind of a lot easier than here behind locking other side. Short story, long story. So after a couple more spins, as you see, this is moving inwards pretty nicely here. Not much left. The farther you get, it's easier. Extra pipe is always welcome. See, in one hand I can move this one. I would say 20 more of these. 1, 19, 20. Man, sounds pretty. Feels pretty easy coming. Oh, 21! Almost guessed it. Let's check this out. You know, everything is out. This is how it looks. This one, wow, man, this is pretty much damaged, but I will use it again. I will just put it down below, like in place of this one. So and it is the bearing itself. To be totally honest, didn't fall apart. Well, looks dirty, but man, I don't know. That's weird. Okay, next time I will just wipe this clear and then just sandpaper everything out and then it's time to install a new one. I'll show you that one too. Before that, well, you can try to remove this part. It's kind of stuck here. So what I will do, just take grinder, and this is a pretty bad one, so I won't be able to show you how I do it because it stops all the time. But actually can just slide like something like that. You can make it as wet as you much want, and if you a little bit cut there in, just let it roll, won't damage the part overall. So just try to grind this one if you don't have a special tool to remove this, like me. Not the best grinding tool, but see, kind of try to slide it like that. I'll show you when it's done. Not perfect, but we'll see. Next stuff is just take some sandpaper and wipe this out. No rust and everything is clear. Make sure you clean as well this side. What I will do, just take a small hammer. This top flinch piece goes over like here. Now just a little bit inward. So it helps. When you're done with that, walk forward. I'll just drop out this piece. This on top, you see it fits pretty good there. Ring here, and this part here. And tighten this one. Then put other side like this. Please make it so. Make sure it's in working position. So my suggestion, after putting a bit more of this inwards, just adjust again this ring. My back is hurting. Sorry guys if everything was out of focus at one point. Anyway, it looks like now it's in there. You check if the ring fits therein. Looks like it's fitting therein. So before you install your hardback, don't forget this. Make sure the cell behind the center part is all right there, fit. See, it's okay. How to know if it's good enough there inside? Well, you can fit the ring in and it's all right. Don't worry too much. But the bad part is that my pliers are really soft, so they cannot that nicely take this one. But let's see how it will go on. Anyway, just put the ring in. I will not be able to show you. That's better. So I will just put some grease here. I know some says just put a little bit of grease. Well, put some more grease here because I remember how it was to put in one side of this one's already. But you see, I just put a little bit on top because slide way through in anyway. Just look a little bit inward, and same like last time, just a little bit tap this inward with the hammer. Okay. Then you take your long bolt, put it through, like we had saying before. Just rotate this through here. The washer here. Okay. This one. And now you have to just press this in all the way. Probably you wonder how much shall I tighten this one? Well, looks like it's almost done, so probably just a little couple spins, because it will not go over there, don't worry. That's about it. Just open this up. And that's how you replace your front wheel bearings. Sounds pretty nice. No. Check for play. Whatever else. Of course, you could actually put it more closer together if you wish. No, I don't think we have to. I'll just put some grease there inside. And you will put this one so it comes next time easier out. And you have just assemble everything back together. Oh, this is the last part, so let's do it. Next, when we move on, let's start by putting back this, but first I'll open this one, just holding in place this, so we can better install everything else. And to do that, I suggest you to get out from the ball joint, everything. Taking out. You always rotate a little bit. Helps sometimes if you rotate this one, like I just did. Okay. Just rotate a little bit more so it's straight. And when straight, just final tapping on. Okay. When this is done, take this one. Before you do that, my suggestion, do not be shy on this grease, good old grease, and spray this one a lot inside, so next time we have to remove it, at least nice rust is there. Okay, as well over this part here, everywhere you see rust. So first just get over this part, and when you're done with that, well, just have to locate where it was. Try to not pull it out, and if it doesn't slide in, well, like in my case, just rotate this one and slowly push it on until it just slides in. When you slide it through, well, if it doesn't fall out, I suggest you just put nut on top of here. It'll be a lot easier for you to work your way around. Okay, when you're done with that, well, you can check out if everything is okay with this part, but looks like it is, and then I'll have to just put this one back here later on. Now you can just put back in your lower ball joint, so so oh man, forgot one thing. Oh, yeah. What is this? ABS sensor holder. Oh, removing again and putting everything back together. So good when I didn't tighten this up. Oh. No. This piece. So there's this one. Okay. This time I want to really easy, so more you practice, better you get, as you see. Make sure it's fully in like now. When it's there, now you can put again the bolt in. I don't know how many times you have to do it. Oh, put the washer there. So this tire rod's bolt here. Speaking about stabilizer, well, I'll show you later on after I put everything back else. But more or less what you can do, just put some bricks under here and then take out the tire and lower the car so the suspension starts to pick up the car, and then you can easily install this one. Let's do it later on. No, I will just tighten all the bolts. I will not show you how to do it by yourself. If you got so far, I think you can tighten bolts by yourself. So when you're with a tie rod bolt, 16 mils in my case, and if it's spinning around, some solutions for you, probably one of those work. Or you need to put some force there, so you can just, you want to hand hold like for some hammer on some wooden piece, and just try to make it so it kind is in stuck position. Not sure it will work one hand, or you have two hands free. Actually pretty good stuff here. Just like, see. Looks like it's still not in place, so you need more leverage. But anyway, and second thing is that you need quite too much force there. At least I think so. And back stabilizer in, I will just lift all the wheel hub and everything up, so I got some more space there. This of course will lift a little bit your car too, so watch out for that too. See, it kind of moves there, that's good. Need a little bit more. That's it. Looks pretty good. That's how you actually can get back this in while you have some force there. So you just put back on the nut there. Take some little bit of oil here, as usually, and install this back in. Oh, I will not show you how I will do it again, but you will need. You can later on adjust this one. Slide this side over here. Okay. And then go here. You can see there's the place where you have to connect this one. Like here. Just slide this one. Oh man. Like that in one. When you hear the click sound, try to pull it outwards, and if not moving, then it's in. And with that, you can take your brake rotor, put a little bit emphasis there, but anyway, and just put it on top of here. I'll show you later on, but I will just bolt them a little bit. After you hand tighten them, you can use your torque 40 power drill. Man, what's going on? That's not much. Okay, this is not. Okay. You don't need to over tighten them. Just make sure they're tight. Just take your brake, caliper or whatever it's called, and just bolt it here in like that. Here's those two bolts, and just tighten this up. Make sure you tighten this quite nicely, because this breaks one. Okay, then you can move on for the brake pads and everything. So if you want to install your brake back in, probably have a problem because piston is too far out and it will be really hard to install it. But in my case, just pull out your brake pads. Well, you see mine is pretty bad. Probably worth to replace them. I don't know, now or later. That's the question. I got some pieces to replace. Probably I will replace now. So in that case, yeah, you have to just press it back. Anyway, you have a little bit or more, you have to press back in your piston. So do that. Well, you can use piston retractor, or for example something like that. Just put one side behind there. With one hand really hard. I will just install it and then show you. So you need just a little bit of getting back it in. You can do like this and then just lock this in, and the piston should move freely in, and that will be quite enough to install back your brake pads. But in my case I'll use just piston pusher back because I want to replace brake pads. Okay, it slid off on really nicely, totally easily, not any problems. Oh, that's nice. Yep, here is only problem. This bolt I have to pull it outwards, otherwise not going over where it should. Same with other side. Okay, and then you can press this back in, and then you have to bolt it on in there. Just put these two bolts back in there. You need to use special this sort of, I don't know what's the name was, CR7V. Yeah, such a flat end, not flat end, but like hexagon end. So when you finish tightening these ones, you see, okay, that's it. Pour down and up. Thing that actually this moves, as you see, though, so it's okay. And then you just don't forget about these plastic caps, and just press these ones inward, so theirs doesn't get there in. I want to. Totally not possible to show with one hand, but more or less not very hard thing to do. Just looks like something like that. Goes under like there. Oh, sorry. Make sure it's pressed in, and it looks like it's alright. So you can see this goes here. When you put this side down there, try to bend this and just put the screwdriver here, and just it will pop right as it should go. If you're worrying how to do it. And then you can actually tighten the wheel hub nut. Let's do it after I will put tire on.